Welcome to my little shed again, guys. Just a quick video. Who's seen these? These are QM1 hook boxes. So when you buy QM1 hooks, for some reason gurus seem to feel that QM1 hooks are special and they need a box. So you get a little plastic container with a slidey lid on. Makes you feel like you're buying something special. Now what frustrates me about these is the plastic waste in them. I mean, that's wasted plastic. I'm sure it can be recycled or whatever. So I try to find uses for them, because they are a lovely little device, and you can actually click them together. You can see they've got little pins on one there and there, and I can't demonstrate, so I've only got one with me at the moment. So what can we use them for? Well, I use this as a little space saving device, this particular one, as a little space saving device in my box. What I put in it is Vaseline. Right, now some people are going to go in, why does he take Vaseline to the bank? And they're going to be jumping to all sorts of conclusions. Well, just settle down, because it's not what you think. A lot of people will already know why I do it. Those that don't, I'm going to explain. But let me just first off start by saying it's something that I use very infrequently in my fishing, only in the winter. And so I don't really want this big container, although it's not massive in general scheme of things. In your seat box drawer, it gets in the way, it's heavy, and it's just a pain. And you're never ever going to use all of what's in there. So get rid of it and put your Vaseline in there, and that will be enough Vaseline there for several seasons of use. So most of you know probably what I use it for. For those that don't, I'm going to explain now. I use it to help me shot delicate floats like this. This is a float that I would use for silverfish fishing, and it has a 1mm solid plastic bristle on there, a little fibre bristle. Now the thing with that is, it gives you great sensitivity, which is what you need when you fish for shy biting silverfish, especially in winter. But it also makes it very difficult to get the shotting correct. And you very quickly jump from here, and then you put it like a very small shot on, and it jumps to here. And you're thinking, well, really, I would like it there. But I can't, because, or I've got to take a big shot off and put a smaller one on, and you're fiddling around, taking off a 12, putting a 13 on, or you can't deal with the 13 strands are too cold, so you put 11 on and take a 12 off and faff about, and you just spend ages messing around. The trick is to shot the float as best as you can, and usually you end up shotting it a little bit more than you need to. So you're shotting down a little bit smaller than you need to, and you can't see it very well when you're fishing. It doesn't matter, because then what you do is you get your bristle grease and you just put a little dabble onto your bristle. Now you probably can't even see that on the camera, but there is a little bit of grease on there, Vaseline on there it is, and that just adds a tiny amount of buoyancy to that float tip, and it just lifts it up, and it just gives you more visibility. Then if later on in the day the light levels change, because these solid bristles are much more sensitive to the light levels, so you can't see them very well. But if the light levels change and you want a bit more sensitivity, it goes flat calm, and you think, oh, I could dot it down a bit, you just wipe the Vaseline off, and the float will sit back down again. So they're really quite handy. If anyone who's tried to use a float that's this sensitive, I find that they move, without doing anything to them, they sort of move. Their sort of settling position moves up and down throughout the day through the various inputs from wind, how your line's coming out your eye, a bit of grease, whether you've got grease on the line or not. And it seems to, because it's so sensitive, it seems to move around. So having the grease available to you, the sort of Vaseline, just means you can trim it quickly and easily, rather than messing about, keep taking shots on and off all the time, which very time consuming, very difficult with cold hands, and it's potential to damage the rig. This, you can just put some more Vaseline on, take some more Vaseline off until you find what's right for that, for the next hour, until it moves again, and then you just change it again. So I've gone on a little bit longer than I wanted to there, but that was more for the people that had no idea what the Vaseline was for. Vast majority of people will know, but main tip here is get this, use this, or find something similar to that. Don't have that in your box, have that, because then you can leave it in all year. You've never got to remember to take it only in the winter months. It just makes life easier. Why don't you guys let me know what you use these for, because I'd like to use more of them rather than throw them away.